Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Test Chamber. I'm joined by Tim Tier 2 Turi.
Hello, Jeff Cork.
Hello. Oh, you spoiled it. I'm Jeff Cork filling in for Andrew Reiner, who is away from the office. His wife's going to have a baby, so you can put down your pitchforks and revolvers, whatever implements of pain you might be thinking with taking out your disappointment on me. He will be back, so don't worry.
I did bring in a pitchfork.
Okay, well, you've got it neatly placed against the door, so we're fine. Today we're playing Medal of Honor Warfighter, and I've got Tim Turi on the sticks, who we've already been introduced to.
I'm going to play it.
There you go.
Now, I did play a little bit of this game during PAX.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if it's the same area. This looks a little bit different.
Yeah.
So it's starting off a little bit... It's kind of your standard military story. It's about a dude that's trying to get out of the military, and then he finds out terror can happen at home too, and his family almost gets killed, and then he realizes why he fights. So
it's to defeat the terrorists.
Yes,
presumably.
Absolutely.
Okay.
John F. Kennedy is not in the game, despite this misleading quote.
He's not at the end. In some kind of like White House Last Stand
not
against
playable.
zombies. Okay.
Right. Oh, a Preacher is the name of the guy.
Thank you.
I don't know how that came to me suddenly, but
so we're in Pakistan.
mm-hmm.
There are some coordinates there that we won't get into.
You can Google that if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Jeez.
Yeah.
I just thought that it was water, you know? And then that guy oh man, he's got a firearm. Well, okay. This game starts off with a, oh, there's two
with
of
a
them.
suppressed bang.
Yeah,
if his gun isn't completely waterlogged by now.
It starts off with a,
yep. All right. Now, to be clear, you are not controlling this right now.
This is a cutscene.
Okay.
Worth noting that Frostbite Engine 2 is in effect here, showing off these gentlemen's beards.
Just like the last Medal of Honor, developed by Danger Close.
Yes. Oh, I thought he was going to put his head in the barrel fire, the burn barrel. That'd be incredible. Now that's a...
This is already more exciting than starting off in an obstacle course. Look up, soldier, grab a grenade.
Yeah, there are no cardboard cutouts to shoot here. Man, I totally just immediately thought of XCOM. I'm like, well, this would totally be full cover right here. This is not XCOM. I need to get that out of my head here. Okay. Both games. Look at that tarp. That's a good-looking tarp.
It really is.
No, I'm not gonna say. I can't say anything about this game visually. It's a good-looking game.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the wobble on that. Oh God.
Yeah, that guy's not your friend, by the way.
Okay. Anyway, the wobble on the pistol looks like when you put a pencil in your finger and wobble it back and forth to make your friends think that it's made of rubber.
Like that obstacle or that
Obstacle illusion.
Obstacle illusion.
Yeah. That's a Guns N' Roses album, I think.
Yeah.
Use your optical illusion.
All right, so you're going to be planting a charge here. That's your initial objective. Yep.
Thanks.
Both hands.
Boom.
Boom. Hold down the buttons.
Beep, bop, boop, beep. Click. Run. Right? Oh, is that cover? Is that enough cover? Okay.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Now, you can't crawl under that gate. You have to wait for... Go look at it. Something cool's
I want
to
to see it blow up.
Yeah. Get right there.
Truck's still too close.
Okay.
Now, Preacher.
Boom. Enormous
Whoa.
cargo crate
Whoa.
physics. Wow.
All right. Look at it. Look up. I'm not controlling this, by the way. Oh, look at all of it. All encompassing. Jeez Louise.
So this is what you would call a set piece moment, correct?
This is a covert mission. Subtle ops.
Makes you wonder why they bothered going deep in that big puddle at the beginning.
I agree. They could have just dropped a bomb on him. I see. That would have been effective. But hey, we got explosions and pretty graphics, so there is definitely a market for that.
Now, how does it feel right now? How is there a bunch of auto aim? Are we...
No, this feels pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Oh God, hold on.
I have more questions for you, Tim Turi.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be ready. I'm walking.
Can you crouch?
I'm crouched here.
Can you go prone?
Is that? Oh my God, that man's on fire. That was Ghost Rider making an appearance. I didn't know that Marvel and EA were working together.
Different ending from like Ghost Rider situation I've seen, but that's
Oh, how do you get up there? Why would he climb up to that burning cargo? Oh, ouch.
to fall.
Indeed. So far, this is actually pretty fun. Let's see. Oh god, alright. Let's see, oh my gosh. That looks like a Subway logo. It's not. These are just a bunch of footlongs. That's how they get their bread in there in the morning. It's a big deal.
Yeah, I would assume people would not want to advertise in this particular section at least.
I agree.
Yeah.
Just it's a little controversial. I don't think that I can... Oh! You're going down to Rocket Town.
Alright, there's already a helicopter battle.
Oh, I always miss. I always miss. Getting Resident Evil flashbacks. Okay.
Well, you've got 10 shots, so...
I'll lead it a little bit. Did I hit it? Slow-mo?
I think you did.
I want to shoot it while it's going down.
No.
Aw, I really wanted to shoot it in victory.
Okay. Now, what are the odds that we're going to go to a flashback?
Probably pretty high.
Or, no, this is already a flashback. I think it said 8 months earlier.
Does he have 4 night vision goggles on his helmet? Eat
Yeah.
your heart out, Sam Fisher.
He's like a jeweler.
So it is danger close again.
Yes.
Yeah. And he is a jeweler. That's his name is
Jeweler.
Jeweler. Yeah.
Okay, so...
It's Jared.
We've established a tone, Jared. Okay. So we know this is a game about big explosions,
Yes.
covert operations.
Subtle ops.
Yeah.
I know how this works. You make a million promises, get Bella's hopes up.
Okay, I think this
start
is a
making
little bit of that
plans,
family
start taking calls in the other room.
dynamic you were talking about.
This isn't that. Lena.
Tim, what is your honest opinion? What do you think about games like this that try to humanize the main character in a first-person shooter? Do you think it's ever effective?
Well, yeah, it's interesting because, like, do you think that,
There was a tunnel.
do you think that the main character in BioShock is humanized? You think they did a good job with that? He's like a robot in that game, but that's the commentary, right?
Right.
Um,
I think
Sorry.
the biggest moment of characterization in these types of games, and again, this is the first time I'm seeing the sequence, is they will look at a photograph of someone that they love, and that's
yeah.
kind of like shorthand for I'm a real guy.
Yeah, nothing really comes to mind as being able to like really pull this off, and especially with military shooters, it's like you look to the Call of Duty franchise, and it's just anytime they want to lend actual weight to the goings on, they just do something offensive, like a kid gets blown away in a terrorist explosion, or you're shooting civilians in an airport.
Right.
And it seems like EA takes a different approach with it. And I understand because like they do have a lot of actual like elite, tier 1 operatives helping out the story and everything. So this comes from reality, but it doesn't really affect the way I enjoy the game. I end up getting confused with these stories most of the time because all the bad guys look the same, and everyone in the game has brown hair and brown eyes.
Yeah, there's a lot of hopping between locations, so even the stories within these games are kind of tricky to keep a handle on.
Yeah, and I know a big focus on this one is to try to get like that sort of sense of elite operatives all over the globe, so that it's more like EA has gone on record saying that they want it to be like a FIFA experience. They want the UK gamers to be cheering for M16,
Right.
is that it, or MI6?
MI6.
And they want the Russian gamers to be cheering for the whatever they are, Spetsnaz or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we have this guy. Could you be embedded? Is that what's going on here?
Oh, am I deep undercover?
It could be. I think that's what's going on.
Should we skip this if we can? Should we
No,
see?
you're looking around now.
Oh.
Which seems strange that they would do this after you just went through a shipyard and blew up all kinds of stuff, and now they're assuming you don't know how to do the things you just did.
That is confusing, actually. Can I melee?
Yeah, seriously, you're doing a shooting range now?
Oh, really?
Yeah. That is really strange.
Is this a shooting range?
Yeah, he said go to the shooting range.
This is perplexing.
Yeah.
Really perplexing. Okay. Wow. Is this really happening?
Yeah. Yeah. It is interesting that you're doing the whole I'm embedded thing. I always like that in games, but tutorial out of nowhere.
I want that thing to go ding and fall over and have confetti fall down. Okay. Aiming feels good.
Nice shot.
I want to get that guy. Ting.
This is grenade time. It's prompting you.
Thanks.
That's all right.
I'm really bad at reading on-screen
Yeah.
instructions.
That's why we're a team. That's quite a delay.
That was quite the cook.
Yeah.
Get ammo from your ally. Is he an ally?
Now, is there any kind of like guidance when you're throwing a grenade? I didn't pay attention.
It looked like
honestly.
it was just your standard Call of Duty Halo, sort of eyeball it.
Okay.
But he threw it pretty far.
Yeah.
And I do like that in this game, if you run out of ammo, you can just go up to an ally and just grab it from them. Kind of like
good.
what they did in Halo 2, where they realized people were killing other Marines to, oh god. What is this?
The lean and peak system.
Okay. This is a dangerous live tutorial. I was hit. So that's cool. So I can avoid the turret while taking out guys. That's what it's teaching me. I do like this mechanic quite a bit. I played around with this at the during my PAX hands-on. And
leaning.
yeah, the leaning thing. It's something that's been attempted. You know, in a PC game, there'll be a couple keys that are able to do that, but
Right.
it never feels that good. This you're able to use the analog stick to really kind of dial it in.
And is it sticky cover, or you just kind of get there and if it looks like cover, it basically is, but you're not.
You just duck behind cover.
Okay.
There's no stickiness to it. Thankfully, that rarely works out
Yeah.
in first-person shooters.
That's
especially.
interesting. There's no sticky cover, but you're able to lean too, because usually after you've kind of adhered yourself, that's when you're able to
Yeah.
lean. So that's cool.
Yeah, I definitely like that. I know that they had a similar concept that they were toying around with body count, but that didn't work out. We all know how that worked out.
Yeah.
So this is an airplane. Is this sort of like a
This is like
terrorist
a jihadist
training?
camp.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going on.
All right.
And it's under a timer too.
Oh, it
so
is?
Pressure's on.
Well, does that imply that I shouldn't shoot?
Yeah, those are your buddies.
Okay. This is interesting. Okay, and it's a two-tiered plane, so does that mean this is like Air Force One or something?
What is it, like 747s, I think, have double stacked?
Do
I don't
they?
know. I believe so.
I want it to be able to shoot through more walls in games.
Probably not in the, like, hull of an aircraft, if that's what
No.
they call it, but...
I do sort of. I think this is a pretty cool environment to do the training. If you have to, have that necessary evil in your game, like
Right.
this is a pretty interesting format for it. Pretty controversial.
Yeah.
All caps.
I don't believe in multiplayer. Remember the last one, there was that big controversy over, I think originally you were going to be playing as terrorist or
Yeah.
United States soldier kind of guy. And this one, you pick from different factions from across the globe to kind of work their way around that.
Yeah. So I could have done a lot better there.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not going to do that again. Unless you want to go for a trophy, I'm sure there's a trophy
Yeah.
if you wanted to finish it up.
I'm curious why time is so critical on this kind of mission, unless there's like a dozen U.S. Marshals. It doesn't seem as though you really need to work too quickly.
Yeah, unless it was like a connecting flight between like Minneapolis and Milwaukee or something,
Yeah.
which are close to each other in case you don't live here.
Right.
Bullshit shell company do
I'm gonna skip this.
All right, we've jumped ahead a little bit. We're about to jump out of a plane
Yeah.
in a boat. So now this game is out today. And Matt Burtz is reviewing it. His review is not up on the site yet, but yeah, we'll have that probably later this week.
Yeah, he's cranking away on it, and in the meantime, this is a good look. Is that a boat? Yeah, I told you to tie those down, Lair. Whoa. Go get them. Oh, this mission's starting terribly. Oh, where are the parachutes? I don't even know why we brought boats. This place is landlocked.
Go, Dingo. Green light, bro.
Now, what do you think of this framing device, too? I'm asking you a lot of questions about what you think about things, Tim.
I like knowing that you
going
care.
back and forward in time to kind of like interrupting a big moment.
Oh, it's confusing as hell.
Yeah.
It's I guess a nice way to leave a cliffhanger while being able to continue the action, but I would rather just keep on doing the thing.
Take care of anyone who wants to start some shit. So, Dingo, we'll sneak in and hit the gas. Smack
Dingo, Jester, Mother, Wolf, Crack Shark, Fist
All right.
Pump,
Move.
Meglock. All right, where?
You've got to clear the beach. That is your objective here.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
Now, are you able to run? Oh, you said there's no cover system, so that's just an animation exclusive to your allies, the run and slide?
Yes,
Okay.
very dramatic.
What happens if you run and then crouch? Can you do that? Well, probably not now. It might not.
Nope, you just kind of crouch.
Okay.
I like the double sights thing. That's kind of cool. Whoa. I'm always bad at spotting
Yeah.
bogeys. Or marks or whatever. I think bogeys are when you're flying.
Now, is that you're getting hit thing? Does it looks like it kind of exists in 3D? So it's not just like the 4
Yeah,
cardinal directions. It looks like it's kind of like a little sliver that may move up and down.
right.
Okay.
So this is the part that frustrates me the most about these games, is that I have a really hard time locating enemies. And that's maybe just a personal problem, but because as soon as I'm trying to like trace the fire, I'm already getting hit, and maybe that's intense and really realistic, but I'd rather just be more obvious.
Do you find that it's easier to do that in like a surround sound environment?
That's maybe. I know that the guys are coming from me. I rarely play with surround sound, so.
Okay.
All right, where's that guy? Oh. I'll shoot you. Oh, is he not even down?
Now, Tim Turi, do you have any opinions about like balancing this kind of game? You want it to be tell a story, that's respectful to the military. Obviously, they don't bring like people in to make fun of them and kind of bamboozle them after the fact, but kind of balancing telling a story that's somewhat rooted in reality versus also having a multiplayer mode that is fun. I know that the game's producer, I think, at E3 had a big discussion with, was it GameSpot? It was pretty interesting, just kind of showing how you do balance those things. Worth checking out. But do you have any strong opinions about that?
Well, I would not play Call of Duty if there wasn't kill streaks and crazy crap happening that I could do. If they try to make it more grounded in reality, like even like Counter-Strike was just too. I appreciate how gritty and intense and hardcore it is, but that's not for me. I like Halo, or I did like Halo's multiplayer, and I appreciate, and it's a hard line to walk, I think.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, gameplay is king, and if you can't make your game entertaining, it doesn't matter how interesting or true your story is. But that being said, I didn't play like any of Medal of Honor's multiplayer. I know you reviewed it, and I'm not really sure what they're changing with this one. Obviously, Bertz will be able to tell us more about it. But
Right.
Yeah, what do you feel about that?
I don't know. It's difficult. I think that obviously with a movie, for instance, you can have something that's really uncomfortable and unsettling for a long period of time that just kind of sticks with you afterwards. But I don't know if games, just by their very nature, are typically a lot longer, and that's just a mood that just is not pleasant to experience. And I think that ultimately developers want people to play through the games and kind of experience everything they've created. So
Yeah.
I mean, you certainly, like you mentioned Call of Duty earlier, they have those moments where they go out of their way to try to have something that hits you right in the gut.
Yeah.
But those aren't sustained very long, and I think that, like I said, I think the reason is just because it's not a tone that you can keep.
And the games that pull it off are usually ones that hardly resemble games like Walking Dead or Heavy Rain, where just like the gameplay and the mechanics of just going and shooting dudes in the face doesn't lend itself very well to those really just sincere and comfortable moments.
Hey, just out of curiosity, can you back it up and chuck a grenade through that window? I'm just curious to see what kind of...
Which one? Up
Yeah,
here?
right up there. Let's see if you got any destructible stuff going on.
Yeah, with the frostbite, you'd think we got
The frostbite, yeah.
the frostbite engine. Let's
How about-
let's try it
just
here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did read in...
That is surprisingly indestructible. Anyway.
Yeah. You're gonna want to hide behind those.
I know
at
that
every opportunity.
Yeah, no, if they are that indestructible. I know that, with frostbite, stuff should be able to splinter apart. I mean, especially cover like this. And you see rebar and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's play around with this for a second.
Yeah.
Is that coming apart?
Yeah, it looks like a little bit. All right. Yeah, you can throw a grenade at it. I'm really fascinated with throwing grenades, if you haven't figured this out. Huh.
See that? Yeah, it's kind of inconsistent, I guess.
Yeah. The bodies didn't seem to move at all either.
I think
it's
maybe
kind of nitpicky stuff, but
I guarantee that, or I would be willing to bet that the destructible cover is the stuff they've designed with you taking cover behind it in mind. Like, oh, they're probably going to use this. We designed this part so that, they use cover.
They want you to constantly advance through a level, so you're not just camping a certain area. Right, exactly.
Where am
So
I
it looks
supposed
as
to
though
go?
you've cleared out the beach, but maybe not to their satisfaction.
I mean, they said move up, and then they
Yeah.
probably told me where to go, but Voodoo doesn't look like he has any
Right.
ways to go up there.
Well, I think you're going to have to figure this out later.
Yeah,
You've got a pretty good look at it.
I agree.
say?
This is I'm satisfied for now. I probably won't play this,
All right.
but I will read Bert's review, and if he says it's great, I'll play it, or I'll at least check out single player. But
Right.
yeah.
Well, thanks for taking the controls, Tim. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, no,
And,
it controls well. I'll say it. Like it's a good shooter. The
Okay.
shooting is actually pretty satisfying. So
Excellent. That's kind of an important part.
yeah, hopefully it holds up throughout.
All right. Well, thanks again, Tim, and thanks for watching. We will see you again later.